I reported architect Stephen Long to the South African Council for the Architectural Profession, SACAP, in 2019. It took a long time to be heard on the 26th of September 2022. The City of Cape Town obstructed records from SACAP, and the City Attorney, Deirdre Oliver, did everything in her power to discredit and defame me. On the 30th of April 2021, I got an email from Colonel Strumper, the Provincial Commander of the Commercial Crime Unit. She said that there was a delay from the City of Cape Town, and the attorney that represented them, which I assume was Olivia, I don't know, was admitted to hospital due to COVID-19. The report side of the City of Cape Town reached my office yesterday, 29th of April 2021. I was sent a tribunal pack, and the hearing was extremely professional. Session 1 lasted 2 hours and 8 minutes, where I was cross-examined quite vigorously by the members. I won't put the full Session 1 on, but this is just Session 2, which is the end of the hearing.
Recording in progress.
Okay, we are back. We will be dealing with charge number 2. However, let me go back to charge 1. What's going to happen is I'm going to look at the evidence and then get input from other members, and then whether it's either we find him guilty or not guilty. If we find him not guilty, that will be the end of the matter. And then if we don't find him guilty, it means we'll have to request aggravating circumstances from your side, and then we'll make a decision based on that. Are we clear on that?
What does argument?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, I think, Ms. Phillips, your legal representative will know what is aggravating circumstances. I don't know how they do it between yourself and the council. You get together or what, I don't know. But you are both the complainant in this matter. Then I will receive something in writing from both yourselves. And then with regard to charge number 2, I think charge number 2, it's more related to the council than I don't think, Barry, I don't think this will involve you. The charge number 2 is more on the council.
Okay.
So in that case, I will excuse you from this, and then the council will lead evidence on that.
Okay.
Is it fine?
That's fine. That's in order. Thank you, Chair.
Okay.
I just want... Am I allowed to say one thing just before we go?
Okay, you can.
Okay. Number one, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to Bessie, who worked through very difficult times with COVID and things like that, and communicating on things like this is not the right way to do it. It's not the easiest way to do it. So I want to thank you for that. And you asked a question that I didn't answer, is why did I come to SACAP? I wanted to come to SACAP to get out of this jurisdiction. I wanted to get a hearing where it's not involved in this jurisdiction, because I feel here there is a clique of people that, in various associations and the council. So that's why I came to SACAP, and that's why I thank you for looking at everything, and thank you very much for listening.
Okay. No, thank you very much. It's noted. We also like to thank you for attending the proceedings and for your cooperation and for giving your evidence. And thank you, and then you may be excused.
Thank you very much. Okay, keep safe. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Bessie. Bye.
Goodbye.
The decision paragraph 22. The respondent, Mr. Stephen Long, is found guilty as charged. The Government Gazette is dated 24th of March 2023. Board Notice 422 of 2023 from the South African Council for the Architectural Profession. Name of person, Stephen S. Long. registration 7833, nature of the offence, guilty of contravention 1.1, 1.12 and Rule 510 of the Code of Professional Conduct for Registered Persons, promulgated under Board Notice 154 of 2009 Government Gazette 32731 of 27 November 2009.
Why can we not see these?
Let's see what Oscar he's got.
I have given Ms. Constanta certain things to do. Right. And in this things that what she is supposed to do for me.
He's obtained a statement from Chris Kutsia from the City of Cape Town, where it's alleged that he gave her Annexure CP16. He's obtained a statement from Ozzy Gonsalves and Sharif Kafar as per page 8 of Annexure and Annexure CP18. Please obtain all the plans as mentioned as such. Okay, so how much of that was done? Nothing.
What do you mean nothing was done?
What did she do out of all of that? I'm saying you gave
That's
her
it? That's all?
What more was there?
Okay, but hold on.
No, this is
asked
wrong,
all
Barry.
of that, and what was done out of all of that?
Most of the things were done. Because
So you
some
never
of the information that she couldn't get, ma'am, she couldn't get some of the information, particularly the witnesses at the City of Cape Town, because they weren't there. They couldn't get it. That's as far as my...
So you haven't interviewed anybody? That's all you've done? You haven't interviewed the attorneys?
What do you mean I haven't interviewed the attorneys? I don't understand what you mean.
But you're saying, I want, get the plans. So did she get the plans? Did she get them?
She couldn't get the plans.
No, hang on a second. I've got plans since then. Okay.
What plans are you talking about?
Engineer drawings. That's the reality of the situation. The engineer draws the drawings.
Is it different from the plans that you had?
Absolutely, it's different.
I didn't know about that.
So what you should have got is that you should have got their application forms. Mm-hmm. That's the whole crux of everything.
Did you not subpoena this stuff from the City of Cape Town?
I find it extraordinary.
So, hold on.
Yeah.
The problem, you must remember, the City of Cape Town has an attorney representing them in the civil matter.
Can you tell me which one are you dealing with?
Is it Oliver?
Yeah.
Is it Vena?
No, Olivia's a new one. She doesn't know what's going on. So you need to deal with Ryan Menchie's.
Just hold on, man. And obviously, when we requested to get the information and the statements, obviously her advice to her is not to give the statements until this matter.
What civil matter? What civil? Just a moment. What civil matter are you talking about? I've got no civil matter.
Don't you have a pending civil matter?
Nothing to do with fraud. Nothing to do with anything. That's damages to my property, okay? That's got nothing to do with it.
Reagan Allen is the DA-MEC Western Cape Provincial Minister of Community Safety and Police Oversight. He himself states if SAPS were a business, it would be shut down. Yet the DA-run municipality employs attorneys that obstruct police investigations. And they also obstructed the SACAP investigation. So, Mr. Reagan Allen, what are you going to do about that?
We were given that address by the Valuation Appeal Board.
Let me phone her.
So they must get hold of the chairman, Mr. Martin Kutsia, whose office gave us that address.
S. Grayling.
Okay, find someone there called S. Grayling.
Sandra Grayling.
Sandra Grayling. Hello? Okay. Is Sandra Grayling there? Does she work there? Hello? Okay, let me just speak one at a time. Is Sandra Grayling at that office?
She's coming down now.
Okay, so Sandra Grayling is the person that must get these documents. Sandra Grayling runs the show there for the Valuation Appeal Board. Please give it to Sandra
She's expecting
Grayling.
it.
She's expecting it. She knows about it. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye.
My advice would simply be that I would be reluctant to advise the department to accept these papers when neither our minister nor the department have necessarily anything to do with this matter besides the appointment. And if they do have something to do with it, then they would need to be cited correct.
Okay.
I think perhaps where there's been a miscommunication. Dr. Craig,
It's on the email.
for example, your serving papers on the minister or the Department of Local Government and Environmental Affairs, and that is the citation, that's the part being cited. And of course, as we are frequently served with papers, you're more than welcome to serve papers on you. But as I see the cover of the notice of motion before me now, I see the Valuation Appeals Board cited as first respondent, the City of Cape Town as the second, and the chairperson as the third. Nowhere on these papers do I see either our minister cited or the Department of Local Government.
Again, Grant, I'm only going to say it once more, okay? We were given by Dr. Kralin the address that the sheriff is at right now to serve the documents. Okay, if you're not going to accept the documents, then I'll get the sheriff to write up the return accordingly, and we'll take it from there, okay? But we were given your address to serve the documentation. Okay, so...
As perhaps I can clarify, if you are citing either the minister or the department, then by all means, we are the place to serve documents. But as I read the parties cited in this matter, I do not see the minister or the department. So, I mean, and we need to approach the sheriff to get him to serve papers on parties that aren't cited in the matter. I'm an attorney, that's an interesting approach for me. I can't say that I've heard of that before, but I mean, if you feel differently and you have legal advice that you receive that says otherwise, then I mean, by all means, you can proceed to ask the sheriff to do that.
Okay, well, again, if you're not prepared to accept the service, then tell the sheriff, and she'll write up the return, and we'll take it from there. Okay.
I mean, it would be odd for me for the department to accept service of papers where the department isn't cited as a party. I don't know, maybe you in your practice have experienced otherwise.
No, well, it's simple. We were told, again, last time I'm going to say it, that by Ms. Dr. Kralin, that this is the address that we must use. But now you're not accepting it, which is fine. So,
and Advocate Walker, as the last time, I must also say, we are happy to accept papers where we are cited as a party, as we ordinarily do, but we are not cited as a party in this matter as I read the papers. Okay, yeah, there's an email here from Shahida Samodien-Azad. He's from the appeal board itself. Dear Ms. Phillips, I've been requested from the chairperson of Valuation Appeal Board, that's the third respondent, to convey the following to you. In light of request by Mrs. Phillips in this regard, kindly inform her that the VAB's address for the purpose of serving any notices as follows. Valuation Appeal Board appointed by the City of Cape Town, care of Western Cape Provincial Government, Department of Local Government, 8th floor, Waldorf Building, St. George's Mall, Cape Town, which is exactly where you're standing right now. So, I don't know, maybe people are speaking at cross purposes here. No one's telling the truth. I don't know. Okay, but if you do not want to accept it, then please tell the sheriff, and then she'll write a report, and we can take it from there. Accept service where we are cited.
No, that's fine. Okay. Okay. No worries. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.
This is the VAB chairperson, Martin Kutsi. We've never been allowed to contact him directly via email, so we never had his email address. Everything had to go through Shahida Samodien-Azad. And for the first time, on the 30th of March 2023, Martin Kutsi wrote directly to my attorney, Barry Barkle. Good day, Mr. Barkle. Your below emails have been referred to me. The contents beg a response from me. Kindly be advised that in terms of Section 66 of the Municipality Property Rates Act 2004, the municipality is responsible for providing a board with administrative assistance. That is exactly what Mrs. Muller and her staff have been doing all along, with our appreciation. Your comments regarding our independence are uncalled for and clearly indicate your ignorance of the legislative provisions or failure to understand or interpret same. It is recorded that you have already been advised on Monday the 27th of March 2023, where your client must serve her papers on the board. Kindly do so. For ease of reference, it is repeated for the third time. Care of the offices of the Director, Valuation, 7th floor, Civic Centre, 12 Herzog Boulevard, Cape Town, 8000. Once received at the above address, I will go and collect the papers from the department and attend to it. This was also previously conveyed to you. Contrary to popular belief, I unfortunately do not have an office at the municipality. It is therefore, it's not the board that is not cooperating, Mr. Varkle, but you and you, client. Your threat regarding instructions to the sheriff are seen in this light and will be dealt with in my response to your client's papers. Once the papers have been received, the process will be commenced with to source and to appoint the board's legal representatives. When this is done, their offices would then serve as the board's place of service. You would be informed accordingly. The reason why I was reluctant to provide my personal email address is the fact that I did not want my inbox to get flooded with email correspondence from your client. This address is therefore only used to bring an end to the theatrics and to get on with the process. Mrs. Muller, please advise me when the papers have been served at the address indicated. On receipt of Mr. Coetzee's email, my attorney Barry Varkle replied, Dear Mr. Coetzee, I refer to your below email dated 30th of March 2023. Please note the following. What is still as clear as daylight from not only the words used, but also from the dismissive tone of your below email, it is your chronic, manifest contempt for my client and me in the capacity as her legal representative. The above forms part of, is one of the central issues raised in the judicial review application and, once again, underlines your absence of impartiality and shows your unfortunate bias against my client. What is also made clear again in your email is the so-called Valuation Appeal Board is nothing more than a proxy surrogate for the Valuation Department of the City of Cape Town, and simply does the Valuation Department's bidding, with you sitting as some sort of feudal overlord. This is all the more evident in this particular case, where there is substantial history between my client and the City of Cape Town. You enabled the biased storyline of the City of Cape Town in the manner in which you handled both yourself and the conduct of the parties in the VAB hearing on the 14th of April 2022. You should never have sat as chairperson. However, I will not discuss the above merits any further, and perhaps you know better as well not to, so let's rather leave this for whomever is appointed as judge to hear the matter to decide. As regards your top-secret email address, this is the very first time I have received it, after my client has asked for it ever since January 2020, when, at that moment in time, you knew nothing at all about my client, unless, of course, you had heard about my client from the City of Cape Town. The fact of the matter is the City of Cape Town had your email address, and more importantly, so did the city's legal representative, Miss Olivia, which enabled them to have unfettered access to you to discuss the matter throughout that time, whereas neither my client nor I, in the capacity as her legal representative, had your email address. Your comment as regards to your not having supplied my client with your email address because you did not want your inbox to get flooded with email correspondence from my client is feeble at best and shows you really are nothing more than an echo chamber for the City of Cape Town. It is in fact in terms of an email sent 12th of July 2022, see first attachment, one Miss Samodien-Azad wrote on your behalf to my client saying, Dear Miss Phillips, I have been requested from the chairperson of the Valuation Appeal Board to convey the following to you. In light of request by Miss C. Phillips in this regard, kindly inform her that the VAB's address for the purposes of serving any notice, etc., is as follows. Valuation Appeal Board appointed by the City of Cape Town, care of WC Provincial Government, Department of Local Government, 8th floor, Waldorf Building, St. George's Mile, Cape Town, 8000, marked for the attention of Director of Local Government, Dr. S. Grayling. However, when served of the judicial review application was attempted, thereby the Sheriff on the 23rd of March 2023, service was refused as per the Sheriff's Return of Service, see second attachment. In conclusion, in order to put an end to your tedious cat and mouse game as regards service of the application, I will instruct the Sheriff to serve papers at the address you have indicated below. I am, however, certain you already do have a copy of the papers, no doubt supplied to you by Ms. Olivia or one or other official of the City of Cape Town. I have been advised because my property was getting full of black mould and it's not really safe to live in, so we're having to repaint some of the damage to my property. And now, as is typical when I'm in litigation with the city, the intimidation of me has started again.
Hi.
Hi, Barry.
Nice to meet you, Barry.
How are you doing?
I'm well, thanks. How are you?
All right, good,
Thanks for coming out.
No, that's fine. What's happening?
So I'm just here to verify if there's any building work happening, because I've checked on the system, but we don't have any applications.
Building work?
Yes.
What sort of building work?
Any building work.
What kind of building
that
work?
needs a building plan application.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so I'm just here to verify that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's nothing going on. No, you can't. You can't just come into my house. Okay, I'm doing internal painting. I'm allowed to do painting?
You are allowed to do painting.
So do I need a building plan for painting?
Can I come in to just verify
You
that?
can't just come. You need to make an appointment. You can't just
When
come.
are you available?
You could come tomorrow.
What time? What time tomorrow?
Come at 12 o'clock.
I've got another meeting at 12.
Come afterwards in the afternoon.
So I'll
2
come
o'clock.
at 2. Can I get your contact?
Yeah. 082.
Just wait for me. 082
899
899
66
66
11.
I'm not here to fight with you.
No, that's
Barry.
fine.
Yeah,
Just,
because I think
I'm allowed to paint my own house. Okay? You should send an email before you tip up.
If you give me your email address, I can send you an
Barry,
email.
B-A-R-R-Y.
Barry.
Barry, B-A-R-R-Y, at BV, so
BV.
Yeah, Consulting, consulting.co.za.
Okay.
Okay, so just send me an email, confirm,
Will
and then
do.
you're welcome to come in.
Thank you so much
Okay,
for your time.
no problem.
Have a good day.
Yes, you too. Bye.
I uploaded this film 3 years ago. It's about my GV 2018 valuation appeal that's currently in the High Court, and I'd also served a damages action claim. And I have no idea how much money they've spent on this. Well, actually, it's your money. But here is the ending of the film. And by hook or by crook, I will find out how much money they've spent in legal fees on this fraud. Mr. Nielsen, I have put in writing to Mayor Plato and your colleagues and your department that I will happily sit with you to go through the drawings. You know, why are we wasting money? You hold the power. You hold the purse strings. Why are we doing this through a court of law? I feel there's no necessity. And it is just a shameful waste of, you know, ratepayers' money. I don't know how you can justify this. I really, really don't.
One day we'll be celebrating.